So at Tribal Council, only 2 people voted for Mia. I was one of them. And if I had to guess, J-Dog was the other, which means both Keith and Jessie didn't go along with the plan, and now J-Dog's out, and I'm on the bottom, it looks like. So right now we are the only new players left in the game. Yep. And are we good? Like, are you still working with me? Because I don't know, we haven't really been talking much. Well, Nathan, I think we're still, good, I don't know. So, Nathan's a pretty great guy and all, but I don't see much of a future working with him, and that's why I didn't vote with him last tribal, and that's why I'm not intending to vote with him for the coming tribals, It's just, it makes more sense to go with where the numbers are, and right now the numbers are on the Girls' Alliance, so that's where I'm going, so I'm sorry, Nathan, but I'm sorry. So, David, what's everyone thinking? Well, I talked to Caitlin and the others, and it seems that Nathan goes out before Keith. Alright, and you're fine with that? Yeah, I'm fine with that. I haven't really talked to Nathan all that much, as long as it's not us at this point, So, I believe that I'm not in a very good position. If, Nathan goes out, it's Keith afterwards, right? And then we're at Final 6. And who goes at 6? I would think it was me. I think I go out over Jessie. I feel like Jessie's kind of worked her way into the majority, and I feel like I go out before she does. So that worries me. That worries me a lot. I'm also worried about the fact that there's a majority growing, and if each coming vote, if we don't try to break it up, then, we're just kind of screwing ourselves over. So it seems like it's you guys against the tribe, eh? Yeah, Jim, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, well, I don't want to see you guys go anytime soon, so I'm just, putting that out there. I think that we should do a Jessie vote in the near future. Why? Well, why not? I didn't want to vote J-Dog off, he was a good guy, and I wanted to work with him, but I had to do it, or else it would have been me. So, right now, I'm kind of in a bad spot. I only really have Nathan, and I could be going home next, and I don't want that. I'm really hoping I can win the next few challenges and get the pressure off of me. So, what are you guys thinking about? Well, we're thinking, how long do we want Jessie to stay around? Because we were thinking about a Final 4 and just cutting Jessie at Final 4. Yeah, that works for me. I think that's good. If things go according to plan, Nathan is the next boot. Nathan's, he's got allies on the jury, and he just doesn't really have social connections, so it's Nathan goes, and then from there, what do we do? It's how long do we want to keep Jessie around afterwards? It's a difficult question. I like Jessie, but do I want to take her to the end? Maybe. I don't know. It's just a tough call. We're not too close to the end at this point, so I don't know. Right now, I'm just feeling great. My alliance of Caitlin and Katie, we're running this whole game, and it's great. It's going great. We're at the final 8. If I can get past this vote, then I'm guaranteed to do better than the last time I played, so getting past this vote is what I want to do. Welcome, survivors, to today's immunity challenge. This is how it's going to work. I'll ask you guys a series of true or false questions about past seasons. If you get a question right, you move on to the next round. If you get it wrong, you're out. Last one standing wins immunity. Alright, everyone ready? Yep. Alright, first question. In Survivor Sri Lanka, there were no revotes. If you think it's true, go to the green brick. If you think it's false, go to the red brick. Okay. Seems like David and Caitlin are on opposite sides, despite the fact that they both played in Sri Lanka. David, you think you're correct? I don't know, maybe? Well, you're not. It was true. So, Caitlin, Mia, Jim, Caitlin, and Nathan move on to the next round, where Jessie, David, and Keith are eliminated from the challenge. Next question. True or false? Paige was the first person to ever be idled out. If you think it's true, go to the green. If you think it's false, go to the red. Katie and Jim say it's false. Everyone else going with true. The correct answer is false. Mary was the first person to ever be idled out. Nathan, Caitlin, Mia, you're out of this challenge. Jim and Katie, it's between you two. Next question. True or false? Lego survivor Cairo had the closest final tribal council vote count. Katie saying true. Jim saying false. Well, Lego survivor Cairo had a final tribal council vote of 4 to 3 to 0. Pretty close. However, Lego survivor Sri Lanka had a final vote count of 3 to 2 to 2, which means Jim is correct. The answer is false. Jim wins immunity. Congratulations, Jim, on winning immunity. Guaranteed a spot in the final 7. As for the rest of you, tribal council or somebody will be voted off and join the jury. Right, got nothing else for you. Grab your stuff, head back to camp. I'll see you guys tonight. I was so close to winning that challenge. It's honestly frustrating to come, like, a question away. But it is whatever, you know. I don't really think I needed that immunity win, but it would have been nice to get. Okay, so what's everyone thinking? We still doing Nate? Yeah, but I think we should split it just in case an idol comes up. Okay, so how about we split it 4-2? Sure. Okay, so myself, Katie, David, and Jessie will vote Nathan. Jim and Mia, you guys can vote Keith. Sure. Okay. The plan tonight is to split it between Keith and Nathan. So if Nathan plays an idol, Keith goes home. And if Keith plays an idol, Nathan still goes home, you know? As long as they both don't play idols, then we're probably fine. So what's happening? Well, I'm thinking that we split the vote. Well, they're thinking of splitting the vote. And I don't really want to do that. I want to get Jessie out. And they're splitting it between me and Keith? Yeah, 4 on you, 2 on Keith. Well, okay guys, if I tell you this, will it stay between us? Yeah, sure, Nathan, what are you gonna say? I have the idol. No way. And I'm gonna play it on myself. Alright, that's good to hear. So, if we vote Jessie, you just play your idol and she goes home. Sure. Winning immunity is great. It really opens your eyes to all the possibilities and moves you can make, because obviously you're safe. So, tonight, the plan is to take Jessie out, but do it in a way that it doesn't put me on the bottom. And by doing that, it's like Nathan told me he had an idol, so the plan is to just get him to play the idol and vote Jessie off. It's that simple, and, you know, it's a good move. If we're being 100% honest right now, I don't want to get Jessie out. You know, I think Jessie will still be willing to work with me, and I'm not fully committed on voting her off, so it is what it is. I'm playing my idol tonight, you know. I don't see any reason why I shouldn't, and whatever happens, happens. Alright, just checking in, David. You're still voting Nate? Yes I am. How come? Well, Nathan's gonna play an idol tonight. Really? Yes. And you still want me to vote him? Yes, we should still vote Nathan. I'm gonna be voting Jessie, and Jessie's gonna go home. Okay, good to know. Just thanks for keeping me in the loop. It's like, kind of out of nowhere, Jim's starting to play the game, you know, he's trying to make moves and trying to do all this stuff, and it's like, good for you, Jim, good for you, you're like, trying to do everything, but at the same time, you know, I feel like I haven't really been doing too much, so if he's just out here making moves, then maybe I should start making some moves in the future. Welcome, survivors, to Tribal Council, now bringing in the members of the jury. James and J-Dog voted off the last Tribal Council. Alright, Nathan, looking at the jury, 2 last people to be voted off were from the rookie tribe. Do you think that that trend can continue tonight? Yes, Jeff, I do think that I'm in danger. I feel like I could easily be going home tonight. You know, I don't really have many allies left, so it is nerve-wracking. Alright, Katie, do you think it's just that simple to just vote off the newbies? Well, it's never that simple, but, you know, a newbie elimination tonight is very probable. Alright, it is time to vote. Nathan, you're gonna be up first. This is either gonna be the single best or single worst move in Lego Survivor history. It was nice to be able to play with you, Nathan, but I gotta be able to chart my own course in this game. So, tonight, my vote's for Jessie. I'm hoping that Jim ain't BSing me. I've tallied the vote. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright, Jeff, I got a little present for you. Just wait a second. I'm gonna play that for me tonight. This is the hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Nathan will not count. I'll read the votes. First, Jeff, you don't really give me much time to sit down, do you? I've got another thing for you. I'm gonna be playing this idol on Jessie tonight. Aw, thanks, Nate. This is the hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Jessie will not count. If anyone else has anything to play, you can do so now. Alright, just checking. I'll read the votes. First vote, Nathan, does not count. Second vote, Nathan, does not count. Third vote, Nate, does not count. Fourth vote, Nate, does not count. That's no votes anyone, 4 votes left. Fifth vote, Jessie, does not count. Jessie, does not count. That's no votes anyone, 2 votes left. Seventh vote, Katie. It's 1 vote Katie. Eighth vote, Keith. We have a tie. 1 vote Katie, 1 vote Keith. Alright, this is how it's going to work. You guys will have to re-vote. You can only vote for Katie or Keith. If the vote ties again, then Katie and Keith will be immune, and rocks will be drawn. Alright, Nathan, you're going to be up first. Take the urn back with you. Let's see how you like being idled out in 8th place, Keith. I feel like I kind of have to be voting with Nathan after what just happened. I'm sorry, Katie, but if it is you tonight, that's just too bad. I've tallied the votes. First vote, Katie. Second vote, Keith. That's 1 vote for Katie, 1 vote for Keith. Third vote, Keith. That's 2 votes for Keith, 1 vote for Katie. Katie, we are tied. 2 votes for Keith, 2 votes for Katie, 2 votes left. Fifth vote, Keith. That's 3 votes for Keith, 2 votes for Katie, 1 vote left. Final vote, and player leaving, Keith. Keith, that's 4, that's enough. I'll need you to bring me your torch. Keith, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. I did not see that coming, man. I had no clue what just happened tonight. It's like 2 idols, a re-vote. To get eliminated, when I was been on the bottom this whole game, to get eliminated because I got 1 vote at a tribal council forcing a tie. That just sucks, man. It just sucks.